Alright, ladies and gentlemen, since I'm starting my pre-recording videos for my potential absence, I thought, what's a quick and easy video that I could do? Well, it may not be quick, but it's definitely gonna be fun. I decided to do a FNAF character tier list. We have, like, most of the characters. Some of these I'm not gonna rank. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll get to it. We get to it. This is primarily just animatronics, obviously, so... yeah, and you can also even think of it as like a subscriber special since we've been growing a ton recently. I don't even know what we're at now by recording this because it just keeps going up. Because I remember into the pit live streams last year that we did for the Nightmare Run, some people wanted me to do this. Now granted, I think they wanted me to do a smash or pass, so maybe we do that at some point too, I don't know. Regardless, the criteria for this are going to be both the design and, to some capacity, the character itself, and also a sinister third option. My opinion. This one is probably going to be more controversial than the FNAF game tier list I did, because that one, the comments were relatively positive, even the ones that disagreed with me, but this is going to be like, this is going to be cutthroat, okay? This is mostly in order, so we'll just go in order, all right? Starting with the FNAF 1 Classic, and I mean, you can call that basic all you want, but it's, I mean, come on, bro. Classic Freddy is arguably one of the most recognizable designs, one of the most iconic designs, and is definitely the most iconic Freddy. It might not be my favorite Freddy design, and we'll get to that. It's a simple look, but he's got his swag top hat, his bow tie, his microphone. That's all he needs. That's all the guy needs. Not to mention his, like, mechanic being, like, creepy as shit, too, because he's lurking in the darkness, and so when you're new to the game, you have to actually, like, find him in the cameras. His laugh, Todoria March being iconic, however you pronounce that. Goated design. I mean, it's so iconic. It's pretty perfect, all things considered. It is such a solid design. Plus, he has, like, that handprint thing on his face, too, which was definitely implying, I think, at the time, the Bite of 87. Who knows what Scott was thinking when he made FNAF 1 on its own, but yeah, that's easy. S tier. Bonnable. Okay. Classic Bonnie is kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Because Classic Bonnie doesn't really got a lot going for him, okay? He's basically the exact same as Freddy, except for obviously his head model being different. But even then, it kind of has a similar shape to it, apart from when you get to the top. He's not that interesting, but he is really uncanny. A lot of his camera renders, he just has this stare to him that is kind of terrifying. And I think it's because of the eyebrows. It makes his eyes, when his eyelids are fully up, look really intense. So there's a reason Scott himself was kind of scared of him. But I mean, like, overall, he's not the scariest of FNAF 1, and he's also kind of the least interesting looking, in my opinion. However, he does have some interesting factoids that help him, okay? Not only can the motherfucker float, okay? Most people know this, but the dude is literally floating in the Celebrate poster by, like, a solid inch or something, I don't know. But also, and I think most people have noticed this, and if you haven't, you definitely will after I say this, his guitar has changed. You have the classic guitar in FNAF 1, but if you've ever noticed that every time we see FNAF 1 Bonnie after FNAF 1, his guitar is different, both in Help Wanted, the movie, even I think in FNAF World, and that was because the original guitar was copyrighted, the design that Scott used for it. So every iteration, including the console ports of actually FNAF 1, Scott went back and redid some of the renders, or at least edited the renders to have the new guitar in them. Classic Chica. Classic Chica is pretty iconic to me in my head, especially these FNAF 1 models, if you've seen, like, if you're familiar with, like, the SFM models as well. Even though those models were not very well made in comparison, they're just iconic. So FNAF 1 Chica, I think, is actually genuinely pretty damn creepy and might be one of the scariest of the 4 in FNAF 1. Like, a lot of her camera renders, I don't know what it is. I think it's her eyes and, like, her gaping beak in a lot of them. It's just fucking creepy. I think she's creepier than most of them in her camera renders. She's also got her cute bib. She's got the cupcake, you know, even though the cupcake isn't on its own. So I guess we'll combine cupcake with her. I think she goes an A. Classic Foxy. I mean, probably also, especially at the time, one of the most iconic designs. People fucking loved Foxy. Fan favorite, like, immediately. There was the whole, like, good guy Foxy thing. There was even a point really early on where people thought Foxy was a girl because of the name kind of fitting a girl a little bit more, I guess, in a way. So people couldn't even decide that. And then also, he has the worst jump scare in the game, ironically, despite how beloved he is. And despite having that, I think he's S tier, at least for now. He might get bumped down when I decide to put other things in S tier, but it fits with the out of order aesthetic, like him slowly peeking out of the camera. He's creepy as shit, and, you know, fun fact, most people know this one as well, but the only reason Scott decided to make him so withered was because he was modeling him during a bumpy car ride during a trip, which caused him to keep messing up, which made him decide, fuck it, I'll just make the guy look fucked up. The withering that he has is not because of the bumpy road. He just decided that that's what he was gonna do. Yeah, he's a cool character. Now, I will say, though, I prefer the movie version of FNAF 1 Foxy, because I think the real shorts fit him better than the painted-on shorts, but that's besides the point. I think he's solid. The hook, solid. The teeth, solid. Although I will say that merch can never get his color right. It's always way too bright or way too dark or just not even the right color. So, oof. We're moving into the goat. We're moving FNAF 2 with Withered Freddy. Now, I did mention earlier that FNAF 1 Freddy is not my favorite Freddy, and that is because Withered Freddy. Withered Freddy's my favorite Freddy design. I mean, dude, I remember the teasers for this leading up to it. I'm like, that design looks so fucking good. I don't know what it is specifically about Withered Freddy, but he just feels the most Freddy Fazbear to me. He just has the look to him. I don't know what it is. He's super tall, number one, so he's like an opposing animatronic. I don't know. I think it's all put together so well. I don't know how to describe it. I just love the design. You know, his proportions have changed. His head shape is completely different, and I think I just fuck with this design way more. You know, also the withering makes him look cool in a lot of his renders, but even if he was unwithered, I still think this is my favorite Freddy design. It's I don't know. It's goated. Withered Bonnie. Iconic. Absolute icon. I remember the Markiplier thumbnail where he put Withered Chica's mask onto Withered Bonnie, and I remember clicking that and like, oh shit. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And obviously it didn't happen. A little bit of clickbait, but you know, I think Withered Bonnie clears Classic Bonnie, and that gets him into A tier for two reasons, okay? Number one, Toilet Bonnie, iconic design. The one arm, he like reaches for you in a jump scare. He's also like one of the most, I think, aggressive of the mask animatronics. I think he has like this, I might even be capping, they might all have the same window, but it always feels like Withered Bonnie has the smallest window of reaction time in terms of like forgivability. But then you also have the punch. Now I know the iconic punch isn't from technically an actual FNAF game, it's from the Joy of Creation, but come on, bruh. I also like his voice. I haven't mentioned voices yet, but I also like his voice that they gave him in Ultimate Custom Night. It's very robotic, and I think it kind of fits his, you know, wires draping all over him and stuff like that. Very cool design, although I don't know what happened to him. Who ripped his fucking face off? Withered Chica. Dude, okay. Now, some people are probably already gonna get a little bit upset because this list is getting top heavy really fast, but dude, I don't know. Withered Chica's gotta go up there. Withered Chica may not be as iconic to some people as these two, but in my opinion, for a long time at this point, Withered Chica has been, in my opinion, arguably one of the scariest animatronics. I mean, I don't care. She is genuinely creepy. It's the multiple rows of teeth, right? Because she has her normal teeth and her unhinged jaw, which gives you a really good view of her Endo 02 teeth. But it's also just like the arm-locked T-pose, the scarecrow. It is so imposing. Her camera renders are creepy as shit, man. I wish she had a hallway render, because every like FNAF 2 fan game gives her one, and it's imposing. She is terrifying. She also has a cool voice too. She has a very broken voice in UCN, and I really like it. Also, she was the first. Okay, she saw everything. All right, let it be known. Withered Foxy. Withered Foxy. This is kind of hard because there's probably a pretty big debate between Withered and Classic, and that's difficult because on one hand, Classic Foxy is the OG, but I really like Withered Foxy's snout, and much like FNAF 1 Foxy is an annoying ass mechanic, you know, it helps with the game keeping it fresh, but this is actually tough. I don't want to put them both in S tier, at least right now. Maybe I will later, but I think he's getting demoted. I think Classic Foxy is getting demoted to top of A. And then we're gonna put Withered Foxy right here. I think that's what we're gonna do for now. I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, but that's what we're gonna go for now. It's just like, I know this is iconic, but this design, man, it's so good. Toy Freddy. I don't feel like I have an opinion on Toy Freddy. I feel like he's just kind of forgettable. Like Toy Freddy, I don't hate him. I don't think it's a bad design, but also it's never really like screamed to me like good design either. I guess I kind of think a plus to his design is it's like the only Freddy that kind of like leans into like the big fat Papa Bear looking design, because he's a big boy, you know, he's thick.
And after number 8 is that Toy Freddy, well, you know, he's kind of fat,
but he's also very boring too, because he only has like 2 or 3 renders, and not counting the office, because he has stage, balloon boy, like carousel area, and then your hallway, and then that's it. Like I don't know, he's funny in UCN, I'll give him that. Overall, he's just kind of mid. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna put him in C, because he's not a bad design, and when he does do the blacked out eyes, he does look kind of cool, but I don't know, I just don't have strong feelings either way, which I think putting him sort of in the middle of the list is probably where he belongs. Toy Bonnie, the twink. The twink is interesting because for a redesign of Bonnie and it trying to be cutesy, I think it works really well. I think I really like the eye color mixed with the blue of his, like the light blue, and then his eyelashes. But okay, here's the thing too. Here's the thing. Similar to like FNAF 1 Chica, he's very uncanny. A lot of people try to say Toy Chica's uncanny. I think Toy Bonnie is, because he's always wide-eyed looking, and he's such an innocent thing. So when you see this innocent object moving, it's fucking creepy, especially the way he stares. And I don't know why, but for Toy Bonnie, it's very effective for me. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue type shit. For now, I'll put him top B. I'll put him top B for Bonnie, okay? It's a really good design. I think it's better than FNAF 1. I kind of like it. He's got very feminine eyelashes, and he's got eyeliner on. So Bonnie was going through a bit, the twink was going through a phase. He also has thick-ass legs. He has the same legs as Toy Chica. Just putting that out there. Okay, Toy Chica. You know, I mean, like, okay, dude. All like weird jokes aside, I actually do really fuck with this design, okay? I'm serious. All jokes aside, okay? The jokes, the gooning, it's a small contributing factor, okay? Hey, it is what it is, okay? It is a cool design because I think, first of all, with her eyes and her beak, very cute, like probably one of the most believable animatronics in the series. Of like, this is a kid's establishment, kids would love this animatronic. I think the toys as a whole are pretty good at that, but I think Toy Chica especially just looks very cute. So I think that's perfect for the establishment. I think it's really well done. And then when she loses her eyes and her beak, very creepy. It's like a fucking emoji looking at you. It's creepy because it almost looks like she has like a crooked smile, grin thing, and it's a really wide mouth, with the silver eyes. It's really effective. It's really effective. Plus, I love her hair tufts. The rosy cheeks work. I will say, bold decision, I've mentioned this many times in my videos, bold decision to just simply color one part of her body as clothes, and it's just her crotch, her pelvis. Because basically, as I've said multiple times, when you give animatronics like pants, but you don't color or give them something on their chest, it implies that they're shirtless. So Chica, implication being, she's walking around in panties and nothing else but a bib covering her chest, because she has a chest. Like, she has a chest bulge too, which is like, okay, I guess that's to confirm that she's feminine. You could just give her a curve, but you also give her the chest. But it just looks like she's bare, braless, in a bib, walking around in panties. It's a bold decision, Scott Cawthon, is all I'm gonna say, because Bonnie and Toy Freddy, apart from bow ties, they're butt-ass naked. But she's walking around. It's interesting. It's just, I want to know what the thought process was, because I don't think he thought it through. I don't think he meant for her to become a Rule 34 icon. I think he just sort of did that, and the rest is history. Now, am I complaining? No, but it is interesting. She has a good voice. I like her voice, because I like how Scott kind of, in UCN with the voice lines, he kind of leaned into it. He's, like, aware of it, like he leans into it. There's a voice line that's very suggestive, but then like turns back to being creepy. You know what I'm talking about if you know. And then like Toy Chica High School Years, there was also the Love Taste Toy Chica being in what was it, Freddy in Space 3. That was insane. It has digital physics, but that means he's well aware that that exists and commissioned an artist to make a version of Love Taste. Very interesting timeline we exist in, chat. Anyway, enough gooning to Toy Chica. Mango. Again, I got a FNAF 2 bias, and the list is getting top heavy, but I honestly do not care. Mangle, honestly, I don't know. You could do one or I don't care. We'll put her over for now. Mangle, for the longest time, has been one of my favorite designs, and it was like immediate. They have such a goated design. It's so, it was perfect. Just this mangled mess of parts is so imposing. And then you have the radio. It's perfect. It's so iconic. I remember all the theories about the radio. I remember people even thought that there was like a render where you could see Toy Chica's beak, so they thought that Mangle took it for some reason. People still talk about the idea that it's Susie's dog, Chica's dog. There's a lot still with Mangle's character, and the way that they've been animated in the future games, and the fact that they're about to be in the movie, it's hype. I don't really think I had to spend that long on it. It's such a good design. Even if you don't think it's like top of S, come on, bro. Goated design. Cute voice too. I like the idea of having a male and female voice intertwined. It was cool. It was a cool idea. BB's boring, but I will say he gets points because he's incredibly interesting at the same time. Boring design, but also an interesting design. The reason it's interesting, why is he so different? Why is he like the only human? Who made him? Where did he come from? Why is he so different? And why is he almost kind of circus-esque? Like, what is that? What is that? Why is he like that? And then he has like that weird render where it looks like he has eyes in his mouth, which I don't even know if that's what that is or not, if it's just an optical illusion, but what is that? Also, you have like the woodcarver story from Fazbear Frights, which kind of implies that BB might even be made out of wood. So just because of that, I'm putting him in C tier. And then JJ can go above him because I like JJ's color scheme more than BB. So there you go. My goat, my glorious queen. S tier. Okay, so this is one where character plays a heavy part in me doing this, but like Charlie, I love the marionette puppet, whatever you want to call her. It's such a perfect design. Even before we knew Charlie and all that, much like Mangle, this was one of my favorite designs in the series. When FNAF 2 came out, Mangle, puppet, those were my goats. The lanky design, the idea that the phone guy says it's always looking around, like it's always thinking, it's always aware, and that leads into UCN where it's like the others act like animals, but I am very aware, and how like it can move around the building and all that kind of, so creepy. And the puppet is way taller than a lot of people think that she is, because you never really necessarily get a good look at her, but Help Wanted gives you a pretty good look. And the way they decided to animate her being all kind of tentacly and like fluid, so good. The mask is so perfect because of the tears. Without the tears, it would still be creepy. Without pupils, just staring, so good. And when the silver eyes come on, it's like, oh shit, she's locked in. Shadow Freddy. I just realized Golden Freddy hasn't been on the list yet. No Withered Golden Freddy or FNAF 1 Golden Freddy. That is very interesting. That's weird, isn't it? Well, if you must know, FNAF 1 Golden Freddy, very boring, because he's just Golden Freddy. He'd probably go in B. Withered Golden Freddy would probably go in A, because he at least is different than Withered Freddy. Shadow Freddy is just purple Golden Freddy, and very weird, because I know there are tons of theories, and I think ID's Fantasy recently, as of a couple months ago, did a big video on, I think she did, on Shadow animatronics. We still don't fully understand them. In my opinion, when you read a lot of like the books and stuff, they seem to be harbingers of some sort. Like they're kind of born out of tragedy and they're kind of around to guide people. They're just weird. I like Shadow Freddy. He's solid. I think he goes top of B. He's cool, but he obviously only exists for like a nanosecond, and then I also think there's a nanosecond frame in FNAF 3 of him as well in the office. I mean, he also plays a role in leading the animatronics in FNAF 3, so it's kind of cool. I don't know. He's cool looking, but he doesn't really do anything. RWQ, I mean, he's a 1 in a million, so he gets points for that. The chances of you seeing him are so astronomically low. I don't think I've ever encountered him, actually, now that I think about it. And he crashes the game much like original Golden Freddy. And it's just cool looking. The complete all black, unlike purple Shadow Freddy, who is just purple. The all black just silhouette, really cool. I don't know why it's Toy Bonnie. That will forever kind of confuse me, because Withered Freddy being older and being born of tragedy makes sense. Shadow Bonnie, is he born from the DCI or what? This is Shadow DD, which I forget her actual name. Or XOR, that's what her name was. XOR, Zor. Okay, whatever. It is whatever. I don't really have an opinion on it. It's whatever. Now we get to the Phantoms, and I also just noticed, where is Springtrap? Because that's not Springtrap, it's Spring Bonnie. There's Springtrap. Oh, there's Golden Freddy. Okay, they're on the list. They're just somewhere else. Okay. Anyway, the Phantoms are weird because I think some of them work and some of them don't. Phantom Freddy, which honestly is weird because he has more in common with Withered Golden Freddy than he does Withered Freddy. It's kind of weird. He's also got like his limp and stuff like that. He's fine. I don't really. He's fine. He's cooler than them. Watermelon Chica, I honestly, she's funny. She's funny looking. She can go there. Withered Foxy, Phantom Foxy, rather. I'll just call it whatever. Phantom Foxy works. I think his design works. It's not as good as Withered, and it's not as good as FNAF 1, but it works. Mangle's another example of one that I think is not as good as her original, but works really well with the Phantom design. Probably not as well as Foxy. In fact, we'll put her right there. BB, I actually think works. It's creepy. It's really creepy, especially when he unhinges his jaw during his little Phantom jump scare. I honestly think it's a... Oh, what the fuck? Where did this come from? I don't even know where this was. I think it was right there. Anyway, very effective, very cool design. Phantom Puppet, creepy as shit. Creepy as shit. I'm biased. I'm putting it back down. Creepy as shit, though. Genuinely, such a cool, creepy design, because you can barely see the outline of the mask and just the eyes. The eyes. UCN Fredbear. FNAF 1 Golden Freddy was on the list. I saw it, but I lost it. So this is not trying to be FNAF 1 Golden Freddy. This is specifically UCN Fredbear. And I'm going to be honest, put it in D tier. And the reason why, I don't hate this design, but why is he FNAF 1 Freddy? It makes zero sense. Worth anything, you would think he'd be shaped similar to Fredbear and similar to the minigame in FNAF 4, which this absolutely is not. And if not that, would he not be Withered Golden Freddy but repaired? Why is he FNAF 1 Freddy? Because this is supposed to be like our canon Fredbear design. Why is he FNAF 1 Freddy? Springtrap / the Yellow Rabbit / Spring Bonnie isn't FNAF 1 Bonnie because it wouldn't make sense. It just would, because the classics come post 1987, which is 2 years after the missing children incident in the first place, and Fredbear is 2-3 years before even that. So why is he 1993 Freddy? It kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie, Scott. Why did you do that? It's not quite F tier, because I do like this Golden Freddy repaired with purple bow tie and hat, but why is he FNAF 1? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I don't understand. Yellow Rabbit. This is unused from, from Help Wanted. This was actually, as far as I'm aware, Glitchtrap's original design. They were originally going to go with that, but they didn't, which I'm kind of glad that they didn't. It would have confused the story even more. I mean, it's repaired Springtrap. It's iconic. It's solid. It's good. It's good. It's good. The Spring Bonnie design is really, really good. Oof. Okay, now we're on to the Nightmares. The Nightmares are going to be interesting because the popular consensus, among some people is that they're trying too hard to be scary. I think I've talked about that before in my FNAF game tier list. And, like, I agree to disagree on that because, like, it's a nightmare. they're literally a nightmare. So like most nightmares are overly scary. And to be fair, if fucking Nightmare Fredbear was chasing you down your hallway, you'd be pissing your pants. Don't lie to me, okay? Nightmare Freddy has, I don't know what it is about the way that his chest and head is shaped. I do not like Nightmare Freddy. I never have. I like his voice, but I don't know what it is about him. I have always disliked this design. I don't know why, I just don't like it. He's my least favorite Freddy. It's the way he's shaped, his chest, the way his like arms and shoulders are in most of the renders that are outside of the game, and his head. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I don't like it. Nightmare Bonnie is interesting because I like the purple eyes. It harkens a little bit back to FNAF 1. I like the fact that, you know, the direction he comes from is the same as FNAF 1 because the bedroom is similar to FNAF. It's cool. I like his design in his chest because you can see like his spine, and you can also obviously see like a chunk out of his head. It's a cool design. It's a cool design. I don't know. I'll put it there. I think it's pretty good. It's I guess the worst Bonnie so far, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Nightmare Chica is probably the best one out of the core 4 nightmares. She has the eye, 2 different color eyes, like the red and blue, which is really, really cool. She invokes a lot of withered Chica in her design. She's just cool looking. She's just cool looking. She's not like super duper, but I think she goes there. She's cool. I like her a lot. Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy. It's pretty good. He's going right there. It's a shame he's cut his tongue because his tongue will forever be canonical in my heart. Scott, restore the tongue, please. Okay, update FNAF 4 right now, please. Thank you. I like the unhinged jaw with like the connections, the barely connections, the long snout of like FNAF 2 Withered Foxy. It's a cool design, and then the hook is like really scary. Ooh, Fredbear. Okay, Nightmare Fredbear is a good design, dude. He's so physically imposing because he much like Toy Freddy has like the very round, fat bear. But he's so big, his mouth is so crazy, and then he has the stomach mouth. Dude, I'm sorry. I think Fredbear might be A tier. He's so good. And Nightmare is just a recolor. Now, he is transparent, and you can see a fucking brain in him, which is pretty cool. The blood also accents a lot better on Nightmare, but he is simply a recolor, but the brain keeps him in A tier. And I think I'm gonna put him right around there. He's cool. He's badass. Plush Trap. I fucks with Plush Trap. He's nothing crazy, but I fucks with Plush Trap. Plush Trap, you know what? Plush Trap, I'm feeling generous. You can go right there. I like Plush Trap. He's cool. Nightmare BB, not insane, but I do like him to some degree. He's fine. It's similar to these where it's like, you know what? Actually, he'd go low B. I like his long ass arms with his long ass fingers. It works for his design and his voice. He's just kind of, he's goofily creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Nightmare Mangle. Definitely one of the best nightmares. It takes Nightmare Foxy's head, so that's a little bit less interesting, but he did go the extra mile and model the rest of her. He's very physically imposing. Her parts are very thick. She still has her second head, so it's not quite S because it's a reused head, but I think I would put it like right there. Still for Nightmare Yone, that's S. Oh fuck, that's S. Probably somewhere right there. Nightmare Yone is such a good design. They came randomly with the Halloween update, and he came swinging with that update with banger designs because this design is so fucking good. It takes this and truly makes it a nightmare because it takes the lankiness and the tallness. Nightmare Yone is tall as shit. Sometimes nowadays it's just referred to as Nightmare, despite the fact that this is Nightmare. I've noticed that a lot recently. I don't know who else has noticed that, but this gets referred to as Nightmare a lot. But Nightmare Yone, the rib cage and like the Jack Skeleton body, so good, and the tentacles too that they added in Help Wanted, and the voice, literally the logo for UCN as well. Go to design. This is Charlie when she locks in. I don't know what she's doing all over Security Breach though, and Ruin, and pretty much everything Steelwell does. I think at this point they're just doing it to fuck with you, but there's that. Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica are fine. I mean, I really can't put them any lower than mid because I like their designs, you know what I mean? But they're just what they are. You know, the Freddles, despite the fact that I don't like Nightmare Freddy, the Freddles are cool. The Freddles are cool. They're nothing crazy, but they're cool. I like the render and the teasers where they're climbing on him. I think that's pretty damn cool when they're climbing on Nightmare Freddy. I mean, very cool design. Very cool design. We're 30 minutes in, and I probably need to speed up because we have a lot left. I don't know if we're gonna do all of this, but we'll do like, we're gonna try to hit like most of the shit that's in the games. Ooh, Dreadbear. I'm gonna put Dreadbear in A tier. I'm gonna put Dreadbear in A tier somewhere. Probably right here. Dreadbear is really cool because I definitely think, and I agree with people, that he's a bit of a metaphor for Golden Freddy and potentially like the crying child. But the design is cool. It's Franken Freddy, dude, but he's big. The way he like walks, he's really loud too. His laugh, he's just kind of classic. There's also that one clip on my second channel where Dreadbear was in the background of my friend's house for some reason.
Yeah, I am. That's 100%.
What was that I just heard from your house, bro? It sounded like Dreadbear's in your house, bro.
What?
Oh no, you told me, that's why I'm asking. Grim Foxy. He's cooler than Nightmare Foxy because it is a different design. He's got different snout, and he's got different ears. He's got like a little bit of this going on, and he's on fucking fire, and he has a sickle instead of a hook, like a straight up sickle. So to be honest with you, Grim Foxy, he's kind of moving up in the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. Grim Foxy, he can go right next to Dreadbear. Fuck it. Circus Baby. I like Circus Baby, but how much do I like Circus Baby? There are aspects of her design that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like the helmet hair, like the painted on hair piece. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I do like her dress. I do like her clown shoes. I like the faceplate. Heather Masters does an amazing performance as Baby, but she's fucking ginormous, absurdly so. Like she is so, and I don't mean this in a weird way, but she's also just thick. Like she's just wide. You know what I mean? Like that's a better word. She's just wide. I do like her though, and she can make ice cream. So, to be honest, probably going pretty close to the top of me. Can't necessarily hate on it. And I'm not hating on it. It's above mid. Ballora. God, you remember Adult Theory, dude? Ballora is interesting too because she has like potential lore implications that are interesting, like being based off of Mrs. Afton or whatever. Not confirmed at all, but it's an interesting idea. Good design. I like her. She's very tall, thin, so she has like this very kind of creepy silhouette. She sometimes is depicted as like walking like a spider, which is also creepy. Having her eyes shut all the time and then like only sometimes opening them is also really cool. Her song is really, really good. I don't know the actress's name, the voice actress's name, so I apologize. I'll put it on screen. I'll definitely put it on screen if I find it in editing. Good character, good. I do like it more than Baby. I don't know why Scott gave her just absolute bazookas, but it is what it is. I guess she is sort of depicted as like being a more mature woman, so I guess maybe that's why he did that. Funtime Freddy. Character, definitely goated. Voice act, Kellen Goff, dude. It's crazy, and I'm glad for him, by the way, how far Kellen Goff took off after Sister Location. I don't think it was solely because of Sister Location or anything. He'd done things before that, I'm pretty sure, but like, I mean, he got a part in My Heroes English dub. He plays fucking Diavolo in Golden Winds English dub. That's crazy. You know, he goes on to voice like a ton of characters after Funtime Freddy in FNAF itself. Did Foxy in the movie. He does a ton of stuff. I mean, he does a lot of creature noises too. Kellen Goff is just such a goat. The design itself is perfectly fine. I think the design itself would hit him in like B, but you add the performance and like the character to this character, and I think you get a pretty special A tier. I'm gonna be honest. Funtime Foxy, the androgynous king/queen. I had to think about that. I love this design. This has been my favorite Funtime, I guess, apart from Lolbit, because I like the recolor. I love the tail. It is one of the bushiest, best looking tails we've gotten for like a fox variant, a Foxy variant. I don't know what it is. I think I like the shape of the character. I really like the colors. I really like the tail. Lolbit, pretty much only a head. I just like the colors. So if you just gave me a full Lolbit, I like the orange and purple. It's cool. I like the color scheme. Bidybab, dude. Come on, bruh. Bidybab's creepy, and if a bunch of them were crawling towards me, I'd freak out. But it's such a basic design. You know what I mean? And they're also really weird because they're associated with babies. So I guess they're the babies. I've always wondered, they're not directly possessed, right? Because like, if you believe in Molten MCI, then obviously the Sister Location animatronics are the original 4. That doesn't leave room for the Bidybab. So are the Bidybabs similar to the cupcake, where like maybe it's Elizabeth's agony that controls? I don't know. Maybe someone has an answer or a theory about that in the comments, but I don't think it's F tier because I don't dislike them because I do think they're creepy, but I just don't fuck with them. You get to go above him, but yeah. The mini arena dolls, I like a lot because you have the mini game, the classic, what is it, night 3 or 4 minigame, classic. It's one of the most difficult things in FNAF, not necessarily anymore, but it was at one point. But also the Fazbear Fright story where they crawl inside a guy and like live in him for a while, and they're like moving under his skin until the point that they burst out of him and he explodes and bleeds out. I mean, dude, like what the fuck is that, dude? Like for that, they get to go there, okay? Bon. Poor Bonnie. If Bonnie got relegated to being Bon, that sucks, dude, because now you're just a hand puppet. I like Bon. I mean, he's cool. He's basically a marriage between FNAF 1 and Toy Bonnie, so I'm gonna just put him there. Electrobab, you're lamer, so you get to go there. You're dubiously canon too, because you come from the custom night. Bonnet, also dubiously canon, but I fuck with her. Cool name, I like pink, so you can go above. Funtime Chica. Funtime Chica is interesting because she was technically mentioned in the Sister Location like source code teasers with Chica's Party World, and so we knew a Funtime Chica existed. She just wasn't present during the whole events of Sister Location, which begs the question whether she's possessed or not with any sort of, whether it's directly with a spirit or any like agony remnant stuff or not, because if she was just rented out, I guess, and then we don't see her again until FNAF 6. I like the design. It's cool. It's different than the other Funtimes. I like the colors for Chica. It's the first white Chica, I think, by this point. Chickens change color, and a lot of the time they start yellow and then change white. So this would imply that she's, you know, she's aged. Funtime Chica goes somewhere in A, probably above the Phantoms. Probably right next to Ballora. I'll put her next to Ballora, over Ballora, because I kind of like her. Music Man. Oof. Creepy as shit. Just this creepy ass design, and he's also a spider, so just for creepiness, dude, he goes like right there. I also hate his voice in a good way. It gives me chills. I hate him. He has the FNAF 1 jump scare in UCN though. You ever notice that? He has the FNAF 1 jump scare noise, which is really peculiar, because you think he'd give him the FNAF 6 one because he comes from FNAF 6, but also if you're implying that he's from a different location, which is how he ends up as, like, you know, for sale in the auctions in FNAF 6, are you implying that he comes from FNAF 1 then? Which is weird. Like, is he the one playing the carousel music in FNAF 1? I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird thing. Rockstar Freddy, the classic, the tax man. I like him because kind of similar to what I said with Bonnet and Bonbon, kind of marries all versions up until this point together. And I love the unhinged jaw with the lines. It's very similar to Withered Chica. It's very similar to, like, where was it, Nightmare Foxy. I don't know why I really like that design. He's going somewhere in A tier. At this point, it's getting really hard to, like, rank them among themselves. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should just put people in the tier that I thought they should go in and not rank them individually, but I already started that, so I can't stop now. Rockstar Bonnie. He's not, like, exorbitantly better than FNAF 1 Bonnie or anything, but I like the way he looks. Also, his mechanic in UCN is just finding his guitar. That's kind of funny. Rockstar Chica. I fucking love Rockstar Chica. I love her voice. I love her design. Probably not as good as FNAF 1 though, but her maracas, she got fucking maracas, and she's slipping all the time on the wet floor sign. I fuck with her. Rockstar Foxy, same thing. I really fuck with Rockstar Foxy. He's probably going right there. The parrot, finally giving him a parrot for once. He's a cool Lefty. Ooh, S tier. Lefty is so fucking cool, because not only is it technically a Charlie variant and a Freddy variant simultaneously, because Charlie is inside of Lefty, the puppet is physically inside of this suit, which is just fucking cool. The statue of Lefty is so badass. I wish I could have bought one. I probably can get one secondhand, but it'll be expensive as shit. The colors as well is a really interesting choice, being like black and red. I really like it. I don't know where exactly I want to put it, because I want to put it here. I'm gonna put it here. That's where I like it. The parrot, just the parrot. He's cool, you know. He's chill. Happy Frog. A lot of people really hate her voice. The design is not good, but it's kind of ugly looking, but I feel like that's on purpose, because they're the mediocre melodies, right? They're these off-brand characters. I'm gonna put her somewhere in B. I like her voice. I think she's funny, okay? She got ninja skills, all right? I'm gonna put her right there. Mr. Hippo, I mean, come on, bro. He's gonna be at the bottom of S, but come on, bro. The whole UCN bit, I mean, he's iconic, dude. I can't not do that, dude. He also doesn't even have a terrible design, for the record. I actually think he has a pretty good design. Like, I like the flower kind of thing he has, and then, like, his magic. No, he does have a magic one. That's Orville, but still. Good design. And a funny character, okay? Pig Patch. Simple, but I also think a very realistic animatronic design. Like, he's one of the most basic animatronic designs, but I actually, kind of similar to Toy Chica, easily could see that being a real thing. Also, he has one of the weirdest lines, but it's hard as shit, where he talks about, like, if you wait long enough, we'll see the bodies of your enemies float down the river. That dude must have been in Vietnam, because dude be spitting. Ned Bear. Listen, man, he's the special, okay, cousin of Freddy. I fuck with Ned Bear. Orville's boring. I don't know. Elephants, I don't give a shit. It's not terrible. And he gets 1 point over Toy Freddy just because he's the friend of Mr. Hippo, okay? I'm not ranking these. These are like the weird hard mode variants of like Help Wanted. I'm not ranking those. They're boring. I'm not ranking that, okay? Glamrock Freddy. We're into security breach now. We're zooming now, I think. Even though we're 40 minutes into the record, it's gonna be a long video, chat. Better watch it. And you better like the video. Glamrock Freddy. Glamrock Freddy's interesting because people love him. He's a great character. His backstory is being explored more recently with, what is it? The Escape from the Pizzaplex Choose Your Own Adventure book. I mean, I don't know. The design is kind of boring. I don't think it's crazy. It's not like mid. Okay, it's not C tier. But like, number one, he's the only Glamrock that's not wearing clothes. He has shoulder pads, but he's butt-ass naked, so that's problematic. The blue accents weirdly work with the like orangish fur. I'm not gonna lie, I do actually like that. And then also Kellen Goff's performance is really good. If this was purely off of character, he'd be an S tier. But design-wise, I think he goes somewhere in B. Probably like right there. It's a good design. It's not bad. It's just also not like good or like necessarily crazy good or anything like that. Glamrock Chica. We went back to the white, and I think we gave her a good design because we went back to the white, and I think this design takes a ton from Toy Chica. I think she's shaped similar to Toy Chica overall. giving her just like the feminine design. I think the head is very similar. The tufts of hair, although they're designed differently, I think are obviously very inspired. And I love the bow tie, and I love the huge earrings and like the 80s aesthetic. I love the little like socks things that she has. I think they're called leg warmers maybe. And then she's wearing a unitard basically, because she's like she has like the gym and stuff like that. I actually like the design a lot. I don't know if it goes to S tier per se, but like it definitely is. It's not as scary as Withered Chica, but it is my second favorite Chica design. You know, I think it's because it's so similar to Toy Chica. I don't know. I just really like the design. I also like her voice. She's voiced by Heather Masters, actually, who did like Baby. Shattered Chica I like a lot because I love the noises, because she doesn't have a voice box anymore. We ripped it out of her, which is really sad. Number one, I like the withering, but the spinning head, I really fuck with the spinning head. So she's going like right next to it. Then we have Ruined Chica, which is just fallen on some tough times. She literally has trash in her for some fucking reason, and she's got moldy cheese all over her. Genuinely really good design. Obviously I like her in her full extent more, but like in terms of between the two like broken versions, Ruined just is really good. Monty, now I'm biased, I hate this fucker, but he has a decent design. I like his pants, I like his glasses, which he stole from Bonnie. He goes somewhere in B tier, I guess. I don't know, probably like right there. Shattered Monty can go right there. He's cool, crawling around. Ruined, actually, you know what? I'll put Ruined like right here, only because he's literally a feral animal. He's just constantly just like the goat. Roxanne Wolfman. Dude, again, similar to Toy Chica, all Gooner shit aside, great design and a great character. Marta, we love Marta in this household, okay? I think that's how you pronounce her name, by the way. I have her autograph, okay? I have her fucking autograph, right? She's goated. Great performance. Really cool character, because she's probably one of the most nuanced characters that we get to watch happen, where she has like this dilemma in her personality. You know, she's very similar shaped, if not exactly the same. I don't know if it is exactly the same, because I don't inspect them, okay? I like her. I really like her like clothes. I don't know how else to describe them, because she has like this very unique shirt that like doesn't connect to her shoulder pads. It kind of cuts down to like her chest, but it's like connected to her like her collar, because she has like a, does she have a collar? This is a really risky Google search. It's more like a just neck brace for the actual shirt. I love the hair. The long hair is very similar to kind of like the big bushy tail of Funtime Foxy, even though Funtime Foxy is probably solid metal. I love the hair. The little green strip as well. Weirdly, she first appears technically in Freddy in Space 2, like on the cover, and I think she was just called Roxanne, and we all just were like, all right. Shattered Roxy. The blind with the hair getting like so feral and she's like ruined and shit like that is really good for me. I think it goes like right there. It's really good. The voice lines are kind of sad when you listen to her when she's just like, when she thinks she's alone. Ruined Roxy, even more fucked up to the point that like really all she has is her green little tuff. I don't know. I mean, I like the face mask because she puts it on to just look prettier, I guess. It's not particularly interesting. It's not terrible either, but it's not a huge downgrade, but it's not like amazing to me. I think I'll put it right there. I'll put it right there. I don't hate the design at all. It's an A tier after all. High A tier too. As opposed to preferring Ruined Chica over Shattered Chica, I think I prefer Shattered Roxy over Ruined Roxy. Although the mask is a cool like plot point. Ooh, Bonnie, Glamrock Bonnie. We really only see him completely disfigured. I like Glamrock Bonnie. I like the colors. He's got a full-blown fit on. I'm gonna be generous to him. I think I fuck with him. Put him right there. I think it's good. I think it's good design. It's a shame that one of the only times we actually see him, he's completely slimed. That's okay. Glamrock Mr. Hippo. S. That's us. Ooh, Ruined Freddy. Dude, this character is interesting because the whole prototype thing, but just the stomach mouth chasing you puts in A tier. It's actually, you know what? I think I want to put it closer to like Nightmare, just because the stomach hatch mouth thing. It's cool. It's scary. It's creepy. Even if we only briefly see him, I think that actually helps too, because we only get to spend a little bit of time with him, so it makes him a little bit more iconic for me. It's a good part of Ruin. I like that design a lot. Moon, Sun and Moon and Eclipse, and Jacko Moon. Okay. Another goated Kellen Goff performance. Going off of just design, like at first, I think I like Sun over Moon, personally. Character-wise, though, like Moon is fucking creepy. So Sun is just like a little autistic kid. I'll put him right in the middle of A, I guess. Moon, design-wise, not as good, but character-wise, pretty damn good. Moon is creepy as shit, dude. The voice, the eyes, I think he gets to go there. Eclipse, though. Eclipse is a pretty high A. It's such a cool idea to have them both. I don't really know how the animatronic works physically, but who cares? Suspend your disbelief. It's a cool design. It's a cool idea, having them both exist in harmony, which is like his true personality. It's cool. It's really cool. Jacko Moon is whatever. You can go into C tier. He's fucking whatever, dude. Basically the same as these. He just exists for no reason. We're doing the Endos? Okay, fuck, I'll do the Endos. I don't mind. Endo 01, the FNAF 1 Endo. Classic. Obviously, we got to see in the movie. Very basic. It makes sense because of the cheaper budget. And he's still creepy. Skeleton statue-esque. But I'm gonna put him there. Now, Endo 02. I love Endo 02. I love the way he looks, dude. He looks high as shit. I don't know what it is, but the face shape I like more. The mouth is more pronounced and I like it. I don't know. Now, this is specifically the one that comes out of the music box, but this is just the Endo 02 in general. He goes somewhere in here. I don't even know at this point. Put him right there. I really like Endo 02. The Nightmare Endo. I don't know when we actually officially see this, but it looks really weird. It looks really funny. Not in, like, the head is just really funny looking. It's going bottom of B. I don't hate it, but it's kind of funny. Yendo, and I guess also technically Funtime Freddy's Endoskeleton, but Yendo, which is like the Golden Freddy of sister location and might actually just be Golden Freddy. Really weird. Yendo, I like the wire design of William Afton's animatronics, but he's probably, you can go right there. You can go right there. Security breach endoskeletons. I like the way they look because they look advanced, look very technological. I like the yellow accents, which show like the dividing pieces and stuff like that. I like their mechanic a lot. They're not better looking than Endo 02, but I like their mechanic a lot, and so that's gonna carry them, I think, into A tier. Well, I don't know. Is the design better than these? No. We'll put them right there. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to do this. Mimic. Ooh, Ruin Mimic. Ooh, Ruin Mimic. Cool design, because he's just like this amalgamated endoskeleton, but he's super tall and he can mimic, so that's creepy. That gives him points. We don't see a ton of it, and he's very brief. I'm gonna put it in A for now. It's really hard to see in the screenshot. It's not very good either. It's very hard to get a good look at him because the lighting in that section. Innard, that's S tier. Such an unfortunate character too, because his potential was squashed. Okay, I love the concept. This colony of these possessed animatronics just twisting into one using the design of their endoskeletons is so fucking cool. All the eyes, you know, poking out and stuff like that. It's so cool. It's such a cool idea, and I really wish he didn't turn into Molten Freddy. It's gonna be a spoiler alert for how I feel about Molten Freddy, but like, I really wish Innard stayed Innard. Like, I get that Funtime Freddy became the dominant personality after they voted Elizabeth out, which is still a funny thing that happened. It's such a cool looking design, and Molten Freddy is the same concept, so I guess I can't complain too much, but I just think Innard looks better. Even if you want him to deteriorate a little bit, I still think Innard looks better than Molten Freddy. 55's better. Molten Freddy, get your bitch ass out of here. Okay, conceptually cool. Design-wise, he's just so... It's not even that terrible of design. I have a bias against him because he replaced Innard. You know what I'm saying? He's fine. He's definitely better than Nightmare. He's definitely better than everything below this. Yeah, I will put him in B tier. The Blob / Tangle. Basically the cooler Molten Freddy. You still don't know what Tangle is, although he is real because he was in Ruin. Do not forget about Tangle. He's still around. But it's very peculiar that he has Funtime Freddy's head and not Molten Freddy's head, because he's very clearly not Molten Freddy, because he wouldn't have this mask. This mask was left in Circus Baby's entertainment rental, which begs the question how he got this, but he also has Circus Baby's helmet, or mask. I don't know why I said helmet, which wasn't in FNAF 6 either. That was Scrap Baby. He also has the Puppet's mask, which technically wasn't FNAF, would be in FNAF 6, but the tears are gone, which is very specific, because if they took models from Help Wanted 1, because you could argue that the only reason it's Funtime Freddy is because they didn't have a Molten Freddy model in Help Wanted 1, they deliberately took the tears off of Charlie's mask. It also has like FNAF 1 Bonnie, FNAF 1 Chica, and I think it has Mangle in it somewhere as well. So yeah, Blob, big, giant thing, probably one of the coolest designs. I think it's pretty badass. I don't know if I want to go S tier because I didn't put the Mimic in S tier, but I think he's cool though. I'm putting him in top of A. He's cool. He's ginormous. He's one of the biggest that we've ever seen. Okay, Lemonade Clown and Punch Clown. Just for the minigame, you get to go in B. Otherwise, you'd be in fuck-ass C, but just because of the minigame, you get to go there. Ooh, the cupcakes are here. Oh, shit, let's go. Classic Carl. He's going in S. I don't care what anyone says. Mr. Cupcake my ass. His name is Carl. Carl goes in S. Above Mr. Hippo. FNAF 2 Carl, he's barely alive, dude. I mean, there are no thoughts in that head. He's going in B tier. Okay, he's going in B tier. He gets to go above all that though. Nightmare Cupcake, he's been hitting the gym, or actually no, he's probably been hitting the fentanyl, not gonna lie, by that look. And we'll put him right there. I like Nightmare Cupcake. Funtime Cupcake, man, there's something wrong with that guy. That's fentanyl Cupcake. That's fentanyl Cupcake. He gets to go bottom of the A. No, he doesn't. He gets to go somewhere in B. We'll put him... fuck Molten Freddy. We'll put him above Molten Freddy. Golden Cupcake... I don't even know if this is real or not. It exists somewhere, because that's where this picture comes from. You can go right next to him. You're just not as cool. Phantom Cupcake. It's just Carl, but... Actually, he's wearing blackface, though. Yeah, hold on, buddy. Yeah, no. That's problematic. This is just Nightmare Cupcake. This is just Carl from FNAF 1. We're not doing that. The staff bots. Do I have to rank every staff bot? Fuck it. We'll rank every staff bot. All right, fuck it. Security staff bot. He's cool. He's basic, but he gets the job done type shit. He can go somewhere in B tier. He can get fuck Molten Freddy. We'll put him above Molten Freddy. Everyone below Molten Freddy's getting punished right now. Map bot. Or this is map bot. Map bot goes an S. W character. Normal staff bot. He's boring, but he gets the job done. I think he goes somewhere like right here. I like their design. This is like the guy you have to give your tickets to. He can go right there. He has like cooler colors on him. The guy who drives the cart and has the Roxy hat, he has a Roxy hat, so he gets bonus points. Ooh. In Your Dreams. This design is really cool. I don't know if it's quite S. I don't know if it's better than Spring Bonnie. Yeah, Spring Bonnie's gotta go up, doesn't he? He does not belong in B anymore. He can go... You can go there. You can go top of B. I really like this design. And the whole In Your Dreams thing, he's got the Nightmarion like tears or the puppeteers. It's a cool design. Cool design. The Magician bot. Actually, no. Is this the joke one? Because this is the Magician. This is the guy who tells really bad jokes, I think. So you can go right there. The Magician bot, though, he's dapper. He gets to go right there. This is another cart driving one, but it has red. But you know what? You can go there. I like red. This might be Phaser Blast. You can go here. You can go here. This is a chef. He's kind of cool. You know, he's cooking. You can go right here. Then we have Baby Ice Cream Bot. The joke alone is pretty goated, but I won't put it in S tier. Yeah, you'll be the top. I really like it. The Ballora one, which is like a mom, Mrs. Afton. The Mrs. Afton staff bot. I think this supposed to be nannies, to be fair. She can go there. She's cool. Pizza bot, you know, I'm not giving him a tip. Construction bot, which I think we only really see a picture of. He's working hard or hardly working, you know, type shit. And this is a mask bot with the bunny ears. You can go up here. I like mask bot a lot. You can go up there. Oh yeah, the manager guy. You were a dick, so you're gonna go right there, get trolled. Golden Freddy without the eyes is fucking creepy. But FNAF 1 Golden Freddy, he's cool, but he's kind of lame at the same time because he's just FNAF 1 Freddy, which is a good design, but golden. So I'm put him right there. Ooh. Scrap Baby. Dude, I don't know what it is. I love Scrap Baby. One of my favorite designs. It's so good. I like it so much more than Circus Baby. Heather Masters gives another good performance, by the way. Shout out. I think design is just so much better. The face keeps this pretty much the same. Like, obviously it's different, but it you know, you can tell it's Baby. But I think the hair, like the physical hair, which is, I think it's made out of wires, so much better than the hair piece. I love the body more. Like the way her arms look, like the way they're designed, it looks so fucking cool. I love the dress more. I like the roller skates, the fucking claw that may or may not be her claw. I doubt it's her claw because it's really fucking big, but still, regardless of what it is, the claw is badass, okay? The green eyes are really, really cool in a cooler way than the original, and I just like the way she's shaped, you know? It sounds weird, but I think the character just looks better with like a normal portioned body. I don't know what to say besides that. I also like her. She got like a tiara as well. Helpy. I like watching his neck break. Enough said. L-Chip. He's one of those homies that don't pull up often, but when he pulls up, he comes through. Okay, you know what? You can hang out with Rockstar Bonnie. I fuck with the sombrero, the beaver tail, Springtrap. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is tough. Roxanne Wolf bias is gonna come through here, but I mean, probably the most iconic design in the series. I know I talked about, you know, FNAF 1 Freddy and like Withered Bonnie, but like, dude, I mean, he's coming in the DVD. It's got cooked with the design. It is a masterpiece of a design. Now, does the design make 100% sense? No. Where the fuck are his bones at? Where are his bones? He's just like flesh tangled into the pieces of the suit, which is cool, but doesn't really make sense, and makes even less sense because Scraptrap has bones. So like, where did his skull spawn in from? Don't care though. The design is so good. Those rare screens where he's like tearing off the mask, so good. Goated. Springtrap. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, and we just got to Springtrap, but Springtrap. Scraptrap. Look, man, I know it's done to death, but it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't. It doesn't look good. I do like the like knife bone hand that he makes, so they can just stab you with. That's kind of cool. But like the head is so weird, dude. Peanut Afton is so weird. I like the theory that he repaired it with Golden Freddy's suit. That's kind of cool, and I kind of agree it looks that way. But the bone, and then he has like bone lips and he has weird ass ears. Just really weird looking. I do like PJ Haywood's performance though, and I'm glad he's coming back for DBD allegedly. Just not a good design. Also, Dark Trap, dude, like, or whatever he's called. Get the fuck out of here, Scott. Actually, I'm not even gonna make fun of Scott. I'm gonna make fun of merch companies. I'm sorry, this is not a different character. They treat Dark Trap as if he's a variant of Springtrap. It's just Springtrap after the fire. He barely looks different. I don't know how he goes from this to this, but the only thing that's missing is like his pelvis in that scene. So like, fuck you, merch companies. This is the same character. Glitch Trap, cool design, really cool design. It's a straight up suit. Like it's not just like it's a straight up mascot, and I like it. And it's cool. It's creepy. The long whiskers are cool. The vest is cool. The stitching is cool. He's just cool. I'm sorry. He's cool. He's cool. Burn Trap / doesn't exist / Glitch Trap virus in Gregory's head thing. Old decrepit dying man. It's not a bad design. I actually do like the design. Peepaw is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. He goes somewhere up here. I do like him. I don't think he's a bad design. In fact, no, he goes above Monty for sure. What the fuck? We'll put him right there. Security Puppet. Security Puppet is really interesting because I don't know why Scott decided to make the Security Puppet a different design and why it's so different. It should be the same puppet, right? Why does it have a faceplate? Why does it have a funtime aesthetic? You know what I mean? I don't hate like the Jester giant head tail with the little bell, you know? And I guess it's just like the same. It's kind of implying maybe the same body but a different mask, but why is it a Funtime-esque mask? It's always been weird to me. Also, the tears are a different color. I never noticed that before. Because then I think about it, because of the head tail, that does mean this is... How does that work? Because at least with the other animatronics, the endoskeleton is probably just put into a different suit, right? So it's the same haunted animatronic, but this is not a suit. It's like a physical object puppet, so that's weird. It's always weirded me out. Because of that, it's going to go a little bit lower. I don't hate the design. It's just really weird that it's different, no? Like, does anyone else feel that way? You can hang out with the staff bots. I think you can hang out with the staff bots. This fucking guy, dude, I don't care about you. You fuck ass smile, dude. Pirate Foxy, you're going right here. Where's FNAF 1? Actually, you know what? You're going. No, you get to break into S. You get to break into S. He's just a FNAF 1 Foxy, but pretty much just improved. I love the like admiral coat and the pirate hat. It's like a complete Foxy basically. It's what you would actually imagine he would look like in operation, in my opinion. DJ Music Man, pretty solid design. I like him more than Music Man. He's very just ginormous. He's imposing. He's more spider-like. He has a banger boss fight theme. And you know what? Just for the boss fight theme, he's getting up a little bit. Ruined, or would this be ruined or shattered? I think it's ruined because the Pizzaplex is destroyed. So ruined Music Man from Help 1 and 2. I really like this design. The shattered teeth, the broken eye. It's really cool. I actually think it gets above Dreadbear for me. Actually, no, yeah. Yeah. I really like this design. It's creepier. And it's a fun mini game too. So yeah, Ruined DJ Music Man gets pretty high, I think. The little mini Music Man, this is the one that follows you in the vent and security breach. Roughly, you can be right there. He's smaller, so he's kind of more, kind of scary, but it's just a small version of this. But then we have the ones from Ruin, and they have a really cool jump scare, but all the designs are different. This one with the gaping mouth, very cool. I like him a lot. He can go somewhere, he can go right there actually. The one with the bunny ears, with the whiskers, he can go right there, actually. And then this one is just, like, in pain. Constant agony. He can go... He can go right here. This one, with the melted face, kind of boring, kind of bland. He can go bottom of B. I still like him. The British one, with the British-ass teeth, you know what? Just for that joke, he's gonna go right next to agony and despair. The Mayan sun god mask, he can go... He can hang out with the frontals, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know why, but he can. Carney. Interesting. I'm gonna put him here so I can talk. He's not gonna stay there, but I'm gonna put him there for now. Carney's really cool because I like his voice, and he's potentially lefty, because if he's like Fall Fest, he'd just be a really old animatronic. My only problem with that line of logic is then that means that the rock stars are way older than I thought they were, because I always assumed Henry just made the rock stars for FNAF 6, but if lefty, which is basically just this, it's weird. Anyway, Carney's cool. I like his design. I like his voice. The colors don't give him the S tier though, and he's not Charlie. He doesn't have Charlie inside of him. He can go... Fuck it, you can go right there, fuck it, who cares? Mystic Hippo, who was also voiced by Marta, who did Roxanne Wolf, Vanny, and Gregory, the goat. I like this character. I like it. Not as iconic as Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo has just iconicism. It's a cool design, and I like her role in the game. Mystic Hippo can go, I think, right here. Right above, right there. Mystic Hippo's a cool design. I like her. Why is this? No, I'm not ranking the fucking scooper, bro. Candy Cadet can go in S. Similar reasons to Mr. Hippo. In fact, you deserve to go up. I'm sorry. Candy Cadet can go in S. Similar to Mr. Hippo and these guys, just iconic characters. I mean, Candy Cadet does have a cool design. It's very unique, but I think mainly it's just, you know, the character and the icon is trash in the gang. I mean, come on, bruh. You can't do trash in the gang. Too dirty. You didn't go bottom of A tier, bruh. Get shit on, circus baby. Trash in the gang is above you. The wet floor signs. I think Daco calls them pat. Yeah, fuck Monty. You can go right there. You're cool. You're a cool design. Helpy with an eye. I like this guy. He's cool. And he's the mimic, and like sometimes when his eyes turn yellow and he like betrays us and shit, he's cool. Fuck Phantom Balloon Boy, I guess. You can go right there. This is mainly based on his character, not his design. Although his design is cool. Mexus, dude. The mogging, handsome Squidward rabbit. I like him a lot. He's shaped like a peg. He's cool looking. Some people don't like him. I do like him. And compared to his original design that they were going to do, yeah. What I just showed on screen, that was the original design that was found in the game files. Thank God they went with the design they have. I like him a lot, but how much do I like him? You can go right around there. I like his design. I'm not ranking Shamrock Freddy, okay? We're skipping FNAF AR skins, okay? I'm not doing all that, or we're gonna be here for fucking ever. Oh, granted, some of these are kind of cool looking, though. FNAF Plus is on here. The Twisted Ones is on here. Fuck it, I'll rank the Twisted Ones. Twisted Freddy. Twisted Freddy's basically Nightmare Fredbear. He just has, like gross shit growing on him, so I'm just gonna put him right there. Twisted Bonnie, I really like the mouth for. Shit, dude. Fuck it. Yeah, you can go next to Nightmare. He's cool looking. Twisted Chica obviously isn't really like canon necessarily, but we do have art of her from the official artist. I don't hate her, but I also don't think she's as good as Nightmare Chica. She can go right above there, I guess. Twisted Foxy's cool because Twisted Foxy has like this inner mouth that can kind of like snap out that I think is really cool. So honestly, where'd I put Nightmare Foxy? Put him in B tier. So I'll put Twisted Foxy right next to him, but also better. Wolf. It's just, his name is just Wolf because his name is Twisted. Who are you? Bozo. Like, what are you doing here, dude? Actually, you know what? Disrespect. I'm gonna disrespect you. You're on bottom F. Why are you here? Who are you, dude? We don't need to rank the Adventure Animatronics, okay? Oh, they got the movie. Okay, we'll do the movie and then we're done, chat. We'll do the movie and then we're done. Okay, we'll do the movie and then we're done. Because Freddy in Space is on here too. Like, why is that there? Oh, okay, hold on. Little bit with a body. She does that little freaky dance. S tier. Anyway, movie FNAF 1 Freddy. I like. It's a good adaptation. However, I've mentioned this before. His head is shaped differently, just a little bit, and I notice it. And it's not like bad. It just throws me off a little bit because it's different. So he has to go to top A because he's based on this, which is an S. He just looks slightly off. This Bonnie gets to go above his original form because I like the suspenders for his guitar. That's it. So I think he gets to go here. Chica, movie Chica, she's not as round, okay? She's lost some weight. Where did I put FNAF 1 Chica? You get to go right there with her. FNAF 1 Foxy, or movie Foxy, I think gets to go, probably here. I like the shorts. This design is already good, and I just like the physical shorts. I really do. Then we have movie Spring Bonnie, or Yellow Rabbit in this case, and I actually think he looks a little bit cleaner than the game version. I actually do really like that. And they don't have him in his like actual like Springtrap form when he has like the withering. So I'm gonna count that also as like movie Springtrap. Actually, if we're doing movie Springtrap with this, actually, you know what? We'll keep this here. Movie Yellow Rabbit right here. Movie Springtrap would be probably next to normal Springtrap. It's a good design. I don't think it's on here though. Eleanor from the movie, even though you can barely see her in this photo, I actually really like. Not gonna lie. Spooky design, Springlock suit, pretty damn cool. You're going above. Right there. You can go right there. Cool design. Ooh, Shadow Freddy. Physical. It's pure purple. I like it. Going right there. This is Tina. The endoskeleton they hid in like every shot in the movie, and so because of that, you get to go in S tier, okay? Just because you're cool, all right? You're cool. You get to go in S tier. Movie Cupcake. Movie Carl. He's a feral animal, so he gets to go one above Game Carl. Movie Golden Freddy. I don't hate. I like a little bit of the withering, but he doesn't go much higher because of the blue eye. I think if he had the silver eye, he could go a lot higher. I don't hate the design though, and I don't hate the blue eye. Sparky, I'm sorry. This is another like random. The bottom of S is just like random cool characters, okay? The fact that Sparky's in the movie is fucking cool. I don't care. I don't care if his design isn't better than any of these. It's just cool that he's there, okay? He gets to go in S tier because he barely exists. Balloon Boy, Toy, and Tortured Freddy are barely. Okay, I think this is the final list. I think this is a big-ass list. I can't get it all in one view, but this is what we're going to go for, I think. And if you skipped to the end, the justification for some of these, you will have missed, so some of them might be confusing. Because, like, this downward isn't necessarily an S because they're better designed than this. It's just that they're cool characters. I could, like, go through and rearrange these and say that, like, I do like this more than this, but just we're not going to do that. We're already been here for an hour and 20 minutes. Agree to disagree in the comments. I enjoyed reading it, as long as we're all civil about it and don't go freak mode. So yeah, thank you once again for the crazy support we've been getting recently, and subscribe if you're new here.